Hello everyone, I hope you're doing well. I just thought I'd do a quick little video on the thread delivery that I received this week. The threads that I'm showing you today are made by Falak. I have got threads by another manufacturer, but they have declined to be videoed. They don't want their products videoing, which is fine. I don't have a problem with that. So I thought I'd show you the threads that I've ordered from Falak and talk you through them, because Chainstitch embroidery machine thread is very different to any other thread that you can buy, and there isn't a supplier for Chainstitch embroidery equipment or threads currently in the UK that I know of, that I have been able to find. So I import directly from India, and I know this can be really daunting for some people, because most of your transactions are done via WhatsApp messages, WhatsApp calls, PayPal payments, and some people find that a little unnerving. But I have found that Falak as a company are very reliable. Their products are very good. So, you know, I'm happy to promote them. I'm happy to use them. I have very recently, in the last couple of days, also become affiliate with them. So I'm being open and honest now that I am an affiliate to Falak now. But I do pay for all my products. I've paid for these threads. I need them for a project. I've ordered them and I've paid for them. So let's talk a bit about these threads. So I'll show you the threads out of the wrappers in a minute. But these are text 27 threads, so they are quite thick. I find the slightly thicker thread, when you're stitching with it, when you're infilling with it, gives a really nice fill, a really nice outline. You know, it works really well in the machines. They are priced at $9 a reel. Now I am in the UK, so on the current exchange rate, that works out at about £7.14 per reel, which, given the size of the reel of thread, I mean, this is my hand, this is the thread comb, you know, there's a lot of thread on there. That's going to last me a long time. The exchange rate on that is absolutely brilliant. You will not find combs of thread at that price in the UK, even for standard sewing threads or standard embroidery threads. Shipping is quite expensive because they ship via DHL. Now they ship via DHL because they know they're reliable and you're going to get your products quickly. So this order went for shipment on Monday and I received them yesterday, which is Thursday. Bearing in mind they've come halfway across the world. Yeah, so that's exceptional service when it comes to shipment and delivery. Let's have a little look at the threads now. I'm going to open this cone first. Okay, so this is the lilac thread. I mean, I'm going to be putting them all in thread nets just to help hold them together. So the wrapping is very economical on the wrapping. You're not going to be dealing with a lot of waste from this, and this is all recyclable film. You have this piece here, okay, this piece of paper here. This tells you the shade, obviously the quantity and the type of thread. So these are all rayon silk threads because that's what I prefer to use over the wool threads. So what I do with these shade cards, I will take a little piece of the thread and stick it on the shade card to remind me which colour it is, and then I put them in a filing system. So when I run out of that thread, I know that I need to order another cone of this 332 lilac. When you order thread from Falak, what you will get is you will get pictures of a shade card sent to you. So you'll have 3 cards with all little pieces of thread on it, and then next to that thread there'll be a number. So when you come to order, you can look at this card and say, well, I want this particular shade of red, or this particular shade of orange, or this particular shade of green. And then they will go to their warehouse and they will select it. Sometimes if something is out of stock, they will ask you if you want a substitute. So for example, one of the threads I wanted was out of stock, so it's been substituted with this rainbow thread. Now I do have a cone of this already, but I do use it quite a lot with some of my designs, and I'm going to be using it more in the near future. Let me fix that. I'll just pop that one there. So you will get asked if you want a substitute, and you'll be asked if that substitute is okay when they've selected something. So you could get something really vibrant and unexpected, which I think is great sometimes. You know, let the guys pick. So with this thread, let me just unravel it a little bit. Okay, this is text 27 thread. Yeah, so you can see, I'll try and get you in focus. It is quite a thick thread. It's a very thick thread. And it doesn't have a tight twist to it like you would have with standard sewing thread or the embroidery threads that you get with the computerized embroidery machines, because obviously this is classed as embroidery floss. So yeah, so let's have another look at another reel. Let's have a look at the colours that I've bought. As I say, it's silk rayon. It's really vibrant. It's really bright. All the colours have a beautiful sheen. So on the finished product with this sheen, it looks absolutely amazing. I've also found with these threads that they wash quite well. So what I do with a lot of the clothing that I chain stitch embroider, because I do embroider a lot of my clothing with chain stitch embroidery because I like it, I will wash it on a delicate wash with a couple of colour catchers, and the colours hold fine. There's very little running in the colours. You know, they're absolutely brilliant. So yeah, if you're into chain stitch embroidery and you're not sure about your threads, I will recommend Falak threads. They're excellent quality. The shipping time is good. Yes, the shipping can be quite costly. I always do quite a bulk order, so I've got 9 cones of thread here. My last order was 10 cones of thread. And when you do it like that, it becomes much more cost effective. And like I say, these cones of thread are going to last you a long time. So for that purpose alone, you know, it's worth paying that little bit extra to get that little bit better quality of threads. There are other people in India that manufacture chain stitch machines and chain stitch threads. There's many of them, so you know, you need to just shop around and be careful. Cheaper doesn't always mean better quality. Well, it's not going to mean better quality. There's a reason why a product will be cheaper. There'll be a reason why a product's more expensive. So use your common sense. If you need to, you can ask for samples. And I will say to anybody in the UK, if you're curious about Falak chain stitch embroidery machines, chain stitch embroidery threads that they make, anything else, you know, that is associated with chain stitch embroidery, then you are more than welcome to contact me. I'm happy to invite people within reason, obviously within sensible hours, to come to my house to try out my chain stitch embroidery machine. They can ask me any questions they like. I can help you through the importing process, you know, so there is support here for you. But I hope you like this little video. It's not a very long one today, and that's fine. But I hope you like this little video, and if you have any questions, please put them in the comments. I will always reply to questions within reason. You know, sometimes I do get some very odd comments. But, you know, any sensible question I will reply to, I will answer to. You guys take care, and I will see you again soon. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you again soon.